Hello. Welcome again to Band of Badgers. I'm Dave, your DM for this campaign, and this is we're back on the road to Baldur's Gate. That doesn't quite make much difference if you've been binge watching this doing the box set, but for us, we've been chopping and changing different adventures. So sometimes it gets a little bit confusing as to what games we're playing and who we're playing with. But say hello. This is the road team.
Hello.
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 And anyway, thank you to all of our supporters out there, including, we'll run for a few names, Ed's Gaming Emporium, 3D&D, Dungeon Fog, Galphos 9, Eldritch Foundry, and of course you for hanging around and watching at least the first 10 seconds. Thank you very much. With all of those supporters and friends, if you check out the description below, there's a load of links plus discount codes. So do go check those out if you need anything from them. Also, if you happen to have a product that you'd like to showcase on our gaming tables or on one of our campaign streams, please do get in touch. And you can find it on Facebook as well, facebook.com/DndBadgers. If you like what we do and you want to support us, we've also got some merchandise. Check out our t-shirts and treat yourself. Why not? It's summer. Why are we doing this? Well, we're in lockdown at the moment. Normally we would be playing on our gaming tables, but it's lockdown here in the UK. So we're trying to get online and make sure that everyone has a little bit of escape, bit of storytelling, bit of fun, because life's a little bit too serious at the moment. So we're trying to have that little bit of escape. So thank you for joining us. Now, out of the way, I'm going to stop talking to you and I'm going to talk to this bunch of heroes. So,
Raggedy bunch, more like.
a raggedy bunch.
Rabble.
Do any of you remember where we left off?
We just fought the. I can't remember what they're called. There's like snake people.
Yuan-Ti.
Yuan-Ti, thank you. And the sort of guards had come to aid us.
Promotion, yes.
And we just got
And we got
promotion.
promotions as well, yeah.
Alex.
Brilliant.
And after that, I can't remember. They told us to do something, but I can't remember what it was.
We had to go and find Fabius Creeg, who was part of Raven Guard delegation to Elturel.
He remembered his.
Wasn't he in a tower or something, if I remember rightly?
No, he was the guy that was missing, wasn't he?
Yeah, but
Or-
weren't we on our way to a tower or something? I can't remember now.
There's Fort Tamaal, which was at the other end of the bridge, and our contact was Rudolph Lockheed. And I think we, at the end of the last session, we went there and we collected some extra equipment. So we got armour and weapons and stuff like that, because we'd lost everything else in a troll of caves, hadn't we? So I've got written down. The last thing I wrote down was we were given a holy symbol of Torm, and we had to find Fabius Creeg and warn him about the Yuan-Ti invasion.
That sounds about right.
But I didn't. So I've also got written down that we found a ring of jumping and a ring of swimming. I think that was from the fight. So I can't remember if we divvied them out or not.
I think I remember Polwyn having one, I think. Maybe violin, if I remember rightly. Or was
I
it
think
you?
I did. I can't remember which one it
I'm
was.
pretty
I've got
sure.
my inventory.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
it in
someone or two people claimed them, type thing.
I've got the ring of swimming. Yeah,
I haven't got either of them in my equipment.
No.
And maybe it was violin. No?
What was it?
So it was a ring of jumping.
Yeah, no, I said I didn't need it because I can transform into creatures that can jump, didn't I?
I was probably supposed to have it and didn't put it in then. Should I put that in my
Yeah, I think
equipment
it was.
then?
I'm pretty sure it was you, yeah.
It's quite probable.
But yeah, if there was a town, it was called, and it was something other than Fort Tamaal, then I don't have that noted. So I don't know if anybody else remembers the name of a tower. All I got was Fabius Creeg, and he was part of the Raven Guard delegation to Elturel, so we were to head in the direction of Elturel and try and find him.
Yeah, let me quickly pull up YouTube and watch the last 10 minutes of Lost Time.
What he really means is he's going to pull up his travel journal and consult the last thing that he wrote down.
Well, that's exactly what I do, but I don't do it once the game has started. I do it during prep time.
I only watched the first half of the last session. I got distracted, and then I never went back to it, unfortunately.
Oh, by the way, we forgot to mention the competition. So the last 2 episodes, if you're watching these, at the start we mentioned we're doing a prize draw to win a £10 gift voucher from Ed's Gaming Emporium. Now, we did that twice, probably because we had gaps in between, and then we completely forgot that we announced we were going to do it, and then we did pick a winner because we announced again that we were going to do it. So what we've done is we've taken all of the entries from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, text messages, smoke signals, whatever we could find, and collated them into one big list. So when we come back after the break, we will roll a D100 as usual, and we will pick a winner. So you're going to have to hang around till the break, or you can fast forward and find out who won.
Only if you're watching this in the future.
Yeah, it's not working for me.
You could try. Suddenly turns into an episode of Black Mirror. Here we go. Right. So, you ready?
Yes.
Aye.
I have a battle axe and a longsword. I have a scimitar, two short swords, and I have a breastplate. So yeah, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I've got a longbow and a crap load of arrows, so I'm good to go as well.
I have a menagerie of animals.
I have a crossbow and I can make people throw up. So yeah, I'm good as well.
Okay, I'm just by being in their general presence.
Well, that's in real life, but I'm talking about in this.
Get some air. Let's get some air. Right, here we go. Ready? I'm going to read this bit out because this is a good bit. Here we go. So, after several grueling days of travel through the wilderness, you're finally back on the tradeway. The last few days of travel have passed without incident, hence the reason for you can now have a long rest at some point. Okay, that is done. I'm not going to kind of throw you straight into a fight just yet. I should have done, but I'm not. Today, however, you have a bad feeling about today.
Always got a bad feeling about this.
It's Friday. We've got to get rid of some stress. So let's
By getting stressed over playing D&D.
let's kill some imaginary bad guys. The sky is dark and cloudy and threatens rain. Even the air of the holy realm of Elturel feels sickly on this day. Then you hear it, a scream coming from the low-lying hills just to the west, a blood-curdling scream. What do you do?
Does anyone want to hear a story about this place?
This isn't that place.
Oh, is it not? Okay.
I did say the instructions
Yeah.
were
I can't remember what the trigger word was. Sorry. I was also hoping we'd get it out the way straight away.
Yes, Gildor, I'd love to hear a story about this place.
Yeah. They're screaming on the wind here. Sounds a bit like that.
So is this scream coming from the Triel hills?
No, you are. Sorry. Yes, I was looking at the wrong thing. Yes.
Okay.
So can we see anything in that direction from where we are at the moment?
Nope, just the heavy clouds coming.
Can we tell if it's like one individual that's screaming or multiple screams?
Sounds like one.
I'd like to ride off the road and head in that direction. Is there any way of trying to ascertain where it's coming from roughly?
You are all on foot. You don't have horses.
Yes.
We lost our horses, didn't we?
We
They
did.
got eaten in a
Yes.
bucket.
I'll
Okay,
saunter in that
horses.
direction then.
Where you going, Lupo?
I'm gonna go and see what this scream is, in case it's somebody that needs assistance. Much as we needed some assistance when we were naked and threatened by those trolls.
Yeah.
Thinking about
Yeah,
giving back and paying forwards.
Sounds like the right thing to do to me. Let's go have a look.
Agreed.
So I'd like
All
to
right,
try
I'll come
and,
as well then.
Gauge where it's coming from roughly and head in that direction. So do you want me to make a perception check or anything?
Yes, please.
That's a 7 on the dice.
Okay.
So that is in total a 7.
Okay. Gildor,
7
Could-
plus.
could you make a survival check for me, please?
I can indeed.
Is this wind sort of natural? Is this Gildor? What do you reckon? It's a bit fierce, isn't it?
And he starts it off with a whopping great natural 20 for 24.
Well done. Okay, so you're walking for maybe 5 minutes. You're getting off the road along the long grass, down into basically the base of into the hills. You notice a pathway, and you start to you notice some footprints, some fresh footprints in the mud.
In answer to your
Heading-
question, Lupo, it feels like an ill wind, whether that be natural or arcane. I couldn't tell you, but it definitely doesn't feel right.
Should we be looking for some shelter as well then? Do you think there's a massive storm brewing? We're a bit exposed out here in the open road, aren't we?
Yeah, good point. Should we? I'd point out the fresh footsteps in the mud to Lupo. Lupo, this appears to be a fresh set of prints there. Looks like it's a single person. I will assume, because the dungeon master didn't tell me otherwise.
Mhm.
So yeah, looks like a single person. Size 8s.
Are they wearing shoes?
Looks like riding boots, but I don't see any horse tracks around here.
No.
Good call. They are indeed riding boots, and there's no horse. Have some inspiration.
Thank you. Yeah, but I think we should follow these for a little bit. How far away do we estimate the storm is?
You're not too sure. It could be half. It depends if it comes towards you at the moment. So if it keeps coming towards you, it's going to be hit pretty quick. At the moment, it's still quite far away. If the wind blows it in your direction, you'll get hit pretty quick.
Right. Well, I'll keep an eye out on the wind direction every now and again as we follow the footsteps.
Yep.
And if I think that it's going to be within sort of like 10 minutes away or something, I'll say we should definitely find shelter. Whether it's just in a cave or whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Well, now you've pointed these boots out to me. I'll keep following them. And if I get stuck, then I'll ask you. But why don't you take the back and keep an eye on what's behind us and keep an eye on that storm.
Yep. Yeah, we'll go, if we're doing marching orders, you first, me at the back, and Polwyn and
second.
Violin in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to try and change into a creature that might be able to track the sort of scent slightly better if we want.
Have you got Bloodhound in your inventory of animals? That'd be quite cool.
No,
Owen is probably still riding her dog.
Oh, that's true.
Yes, I am. I'm still riding Bruiser. I suppose we could
Yeah.
send him off and see if he can find anything.
yeah.
Not sure I'll understand him if he comes back and tries to tell us if someone tracked down a mine, but we'll send him off. So I'll get off a Bruiser and try to tell him that I would like him to go off and see, come back and let us know what he's found somehow.
Okay. No, he's fine. He's happy to do that. He trots off. Roll a
Oh, God.
using your own stats. Roll a survival check.
That's an 11.
Okay, so after he's only gone about 30 foot, and you see him sort of sniffing the ground along the way, and then suddenly he's got his nose to the ground, but his back end is going, so he's almost spinning in circles. He's very agitated, and he's kicking at the dirt.
So we'll go over and have a look at what he's found, maybe.
Yeah. Do we have a shovel?
Has everyone got one in their packs?
I don't know.
I've already got a herbalism kit, so I don't think that'll have a. I've got Smith's tools as well.
Smith's tools might have a hammer, or something, a claw hammer.
Club, dagger. Oh no, that tells you what you can.
Yeah, we can always use daggers to dig anyway.
Yeah, I've got
a
daggers.
spare short sword.
Yeah.
Hack away with a dagger if there's anything that looks interesting there.
So you think he's found something in the ground, Polwyn?
I think he might have done. Look at the way he's running around sniffing at it.
No, I think you're right. I think we should probably have a dig around, see if we can find anything. I'll check the area around where he stopped for more footprints going off into other directions.
Yeah, it's not hard to see. As soon as you arrive there, you see that there's obviously been some kind of struggle. The rider's boots that you've been following seem to be met. It kind of you see it playing out. There's been a struggle, 2 sets of pairs, and then there's some kind of struggle. There's obviously bits of blood on the floor, and then 2 more sets of pairs seem to have appeared, and then there are drag marks of his boots, the person's boots, being dragged further into the hills.
So Bruiser's stopped where that happened, yeah? Is that why he stopped there?
Yeah. So there's a number of different footprints. He was following one scent, and now it's lots of scents.
Yeah, so there was at least 2 people attacked the person in the boots and dragged them off into the woods, yeah?
And have all of the footprints gone off in the same direction?
Yep, they all seem to be uniform around this person. They've dragged them away.
That's our scream, I bet.
Yeah, let's head in that direction. I draw my longsword and my battle axe, and I'll head off in the direction of the 6 sets of footprints dragging the single set of booted feet.
Mm-hmm.
What's the light like here?
It's mid-afternoon.
Oh, right, so it's not dark.
It's not dark.
Yeah.
But
it's a bit gloomy.
It's a grey day.
Yeah.
Pretty much what British weather. But
Yeah.
They are dark storm clouds. It's not going to be long. They do seem to be heading in this direction.
Okay, Lupo, I just want to point out that storm's heading in our direction now, and
Okay.
it's not that far away, but it's not going to be on us in the next couple of minutes. But
I think we need to find this band and this person who's been kidnapped and taken, and then probably find some shelter.
Yeah.
If we're lucky, that's the same place.
So who's taking the lead, Bruiser or Lupo?
Bruiser, and I'll follow alongside him.
Okay. Bruiser, can you do a perception check for me, please?
That would be a 3.
Okay. Steve, and from you?
He's got mud up his nose.
Yeah.
12.
Okay. Bruiser's on the left. Lupo is on the right. And Lupo, you spot something kind of shiny, mostly buried in the mud by the side of the path. You would have missed it otherwise, but so there was a bit of a reflection.
Okay. Having a history for being attracted by things that are shiny, picking them up and either wearing them or getting in trouble, I'm going to immediately bend down and pick it up.
Okay. It
Same
is
character.
a small pin badge. So yeah, it's a small pin badge.
Do I
Okay.
recognise the insignia at all?
So do you recognise the insignia? Is the out of game question, and you can
Yes, I
use
do
out of game knowledge.
Okay, so I do recognise it. It's the insignia of a Hell Rider. which is a bit strange because the Hell Riders were said to be lost. Most of them, anyway. This is a really old story. This is a story of how some brave humans were led by an angel into the realms of the devils. My grandfather used to tell it to me, and so this angel, she wanted to take the fight to the demons. The demons that were spewing forth from the realm of chaos. She wanted to take the fight to them on the plane of Avernus, and they were told no, angels couldn't enter hell. You know, it was banned, but she did anyway, despite what she was told. You know, because that's how good is done. You know, good is done by action. It's not by inaction. By inaction, that's how evil occurs. So she led this band of warriors called the Hell Riders into hell, and many of them were lost. There were only few that returned. You know, they managed to fight off the hordes of the devils and the demons and survive to win the day. So these Hell Rider badges, they're quite rare. You know, there weren't many of them left that returned.
Interesting. Do you think that the person who left the boot marks could have been one of these Hell Riders?
Well, no, there's no chance of that because this was you know, obviously a long time ago. This is my time of my grandfather, and probably is a story that he heard when he was a little boy. You know, this is a long time ago. So, is it in good condition, or is it worn, corroded?
It's in almost perfect condition.
Yeah,
Sounds like it's raining now, guys. So I think we should probably carry on moving.
He was talking a while, wasn't he? By any chance, Lupo, was your great-grandfather a Hell Rider? Are you a descendant at all?
I haven't got that in my backstory. No, I didn't.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Have now.
Yes.
I could have put that on the list. You could have been next on the list after Neville.
Yeah, I think we better go on with this. But this is a puzzle. This is it'd be an interesting thing to discuss next time we have a long rest. But anyway, let's get out of the cold and wet.
The drag marks continue up past it, up around the bend into the hills.
I'll
double time it.
The insignia and we'll crack on.
Okay. At the top of one of the barren, rocky hills near Triel are 3 weather-worn standing stones. These monuments were once a shrine to the Triad, the 3 allied gods known as Torm, Ter, and Ilmata. These stones were forgotten after some ancient war, and their once hallowed ground has been desecrated by what looks to be a cult. The 3 stones are each 20 feet tall, form a triangle 50 feet on each side. In the centre of this triangle is a stone slab, just large enough to fit an adult human. You see 6 what can only be described as cultists wearing their red robes, because they all match. Conveniently, they're all made of leather and have a hood, so being out in the rain is perfectly fine. Let's turn that off. Boom. There we go.
We've stepped into a cave.
And also they have 2 mastiffs, 2 dogs with them that stand within the triangle. There is a person, seemingly unconscious, stripped of armour, bound and gagged, has been laid upon the stone slab. He's, you know, you kind of determine that his screams were the ones that drew you to this location. But by now, he has had horrible, profane sigils carved into his chest.
Ugh.
Nice.
Yuck.
There is, as you get to basically the top of this hill, you witness all of that, and you see one of the cultists walk around the altar, and they pick up a very large, curved, curly, wiggly dagger.
Can
And
I
you start
pull my
to-
bow out and shoot that one?
Yeah, and
You can?
I'll charge across and try and prevent him from studying the prone human.
I'm gonna whip my bow out and do the same thing as well.
Oh, right. What we need
Whoa!
is dice.
He's got special dice down.
Special dice.
Special dice. They've been recharged since yesterday. I was rolling a lot of ones
I was going to say
yesterday.
they didn't run out
Recharged.
yesterday. It's not like you got a lot of 20s or anything. Fortunately
Right.
for us, it was at low numbers.
Yesterday, not
Yes,
today though.
Not today.
Yes, yesterday.
And
Today they
we
have been
needed the low
thoroughly
numbers
punished.
because it was a tough fight.
Bum, bum, bum. Right. What am I going to do? Right, everybody roll initiative.
Oh, I need to turn the light on. I can't even see.
What's that?
Yeah, same here.
It's suddenly got dark.
19, Dave.
Gildor 19. Okay. Lupo
20.
20.
Go, Lupo!
Polwyn
8.
8. And Violin
10.
10. I'm using my new initiative tracker document, which I picked up, which is working very well so far.
Given that they're mastiffs, do you want Bruiser to roll initiative?
He'll go on your go if you
He'll go
wish
on my
him to
go.
attack.
Okay. I don't have any stats or anything for him. I'm not sure how that works.
You need to quickly find some.
If you go onto your character sheet, then
Yep.
you can add him as a companion.
Okay.
So 2 seconds. So if you click on, it says extras,
Extras.
and then you'll be
I
able to.
can't see extras. Hang on. Got it. Yeah, extras.
And then go to manage extras.
Oh, I've got one. It says mounts, mastiff.
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
Oh,
And if
okay.
you click on it, his stats will come up from the monster manual.
Ah, very cool. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Lupo, you get to go first.
Okay, I'll head straight for the guy with the curvy blade and attack him to prevent him from stabbing the person who's prone on the slab.
Okay, it's probably about 60-foot distance.
Then, are you got dungeon fog on at the moment or not?
Not yet.
No, okay. Right, so I will move my 30 feet. I will use
Yep.
my action to move another 30 feet. And then I will use my action surge to take my first attack, and then my bonus action to take my offhand attack.
Okay. The way I'm going to read that is you are not trying to take cover in any way, shape, or form. You're just going to charge in.
Yep.
Okay. Some of the other cultists standing around, they all see and hear you, plus their dogs are barking. Do a strength check. I've got 18 as they start to grapple you.
I got a 3, so that's a 9 in total with my athletics added to it.
Okay, so basically you got 3 guys just suddenly grab you and hold you in place from stopping to get to this guy, if that's the one you wanted to get to.
Yeah.
Gildor.
I shall, first of all, how far away is he? 60 feet?
He's around 60 foot.
Yeah, that's fine. I shall, first of all, as a bonus action, do Hunter's Mark on him. And then I shall shoot him with my longbow, or technically with the arrow, but you know what I mean. You get it. That is 10 plus 8, which is 18 to hit.
18 hits? Yep.
And does 1d8 plus 4 plus 1d6. So that is for the basic damage for the arrow is 11, and then I've got to roll a d6 for Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
And that's an extra 5, so that's 16 total.
Nice hit with an arrow. Well done. He takes the hit as usual. It's always in the plump bit around the shoulder because
Mhm.
it's a nice easy shot to take. He takes it. He loses one arm. You just see one arm drop down by the side, but he's still holding the dagger. He screams out in pain, and he can see. He now sort of looking up and sees the struggle of Lupo being sort of manhandled by these 3 cultists that are just trying to pin him down. And he's pushing through them, and you're at the back, and you get him. On his go, he plunges the dagger into the guy's chest. And begins laughing and kind of starts to step away from the body. You notice he had a hard time letting go of the dagger as it was in the guy's chest as well. The guy did not move. He hasn't reacted at all. He's unconscious or already dead, not sure. But then a crackling gateway to the abyss rends itself open in the air between the stones, and a wispy, jellyfish-like creature thing starts to drift through. So you got the 3 stones, the slab is in the middle, and of the 3 points, the circle has appeared, and these tendrils and this jelly-like fish thing is starting to come out. Okay, everybody with me? Mental picture, theatre of the mind.
Mhm.
Is it Cluthu or however you pronounce it?
Cthulhu.
Cluthu?
Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
Bluetooth.
Or is it the squid from Watchmen?
Yeah, 4 of the
Oh,
cultists.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it was in that one. Yeah. 4 of the cultists collapsed to the ground almost straight away as their spirits are wrenched from their bodies, and you pretty much see them drift up into the portal.
Dave's frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a funny face to freeze on as well. It's brilliant.
Hello.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
I
There
can
you
hear
go.
There he
noises.
is.
Sorry, Dave. Just repeat the sort of last 10 seconds of what you said.
Right. Did you get a bit about the
You
bodies
got up to
floating
where
up?
they
Yes.
drift upwards into the.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, that's something you don't see every day.
Okay. So the spirits are wrenched from the bodies and drift up into the portal. Energy crackles also around the 2 mastiffs, and they whine and bellow as they painfully transform. It's like a weird marionette style as their back end, the hips and legs get twisted and shrunk, and then their faces, as they're howling in anger, their mouths start to rend and rip and grow extra teeth as they expand you. I would do the howling, but as you didn't seem to like that, I won't.
Go on. Go on. They've turned into a pair of Cronenbergs, haven't they?
Yeah.
And they are basically they're painfully transformed into what appears to be these.
Oh, looks
Shadow
like some.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
They look cuddly.
The jellyfish then goes over to the altar, and the tendrils start to envelope the body and almost start to find ways to go in. They find any kind of orifice they can. They push in the eyes. They go in through the mouth, the ears, and other places, and slowly feed and pump their way in. Have I lost you again?
Nearly.
Almost.
Everyone is
Are
all
we-
gone
are we-
static.
Can we pretend
Is
that you
everyone
have?
there?
So
Okay.
we're talking
Which bit
Legend
did
of the
you get to?
Overfiend here, yeah? Or is it in Japanese?
Yes.
Uruk Sikadoju or something like
That's
that?
it. That's it. Carl, you got good memory.
Yeah.
Are these beasts?
Oh,
Can I add them to my list of creatures I can change into?
what, this weird jellyfish thing?
No, Shadow Mastiff.
Oh, maybe.
Are you like a T1000? You have to like touch something and see it to be able to turn
Yeah.
into it. Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
that's cool.
Right. The surviving cult leader, the one that you shot, then mutters some arcane words, probably a different kind of language that you're used to. See, Steve isn't moving. I don't know if it's everyone's stuck or just Steve.
No, I'm
Oh,
here.
there he is. He's moving.
I'll just jig around every now and again. Okay.
Yeah. So he points to the back. This is going to be really difficult to do. Everyone's now just taking the piss.
Yeah.
I did think myself, went, no, he's taking the piss. So the cult leader then points out into the distance and he mutters some infernal language. You're not quite sure what language it is.
Is it infernal by any chance?
And tells it to basically cause chaos. What you see stand up from this altar as it wrenches this body around. It's, as well as not having any kind of bits and pieces now, the jellyfish has just sunken and possessed this body, this shell, like a puppet. It wrangles its head and extends it. Bones, the legs and the arms bend in the wrong directions.
Oh, like a
It's
contortionist.
like, yeah, you hear the bones crack and deform, and then his lower jaw just cracks open, and the tongue is waggling around as it kind of just steps off the altar, completely ignoring you, and heads towards, which you can see in the distance, is lights from a nearby town, probably Triel. You can see Triel.
When that happens, is the dagger still in its chest?
Yes, there is a dagger still in its chest.
Can you think what I'm thinking, guys? Possibly.
Get that
Yes.
dagger out.
That might be like the anchor point or something, and if we can get it out of it, it might sort of go back to where it came from. Possibly.
Go back to where you came from, or say, help me.
Yeah, it's definitely a crime.
Dude was a bard.
He was a bard. He was a
That
bard.
was it.
Or
Wasn't.
a pirate.
So the guy that you're seeing is just basically naked, but this is just the only picture that they have of him. So this is
Right.
a possessed body by a debug.
Okay.
Right.
So there's one cultist left, and the possessed creature who's now making his way to whatever town is on the horizon.
Yep.
Right.
So what we do is we'll continue the initiative order. So Lupo and Gilda, you had your goes.
Correct.
Then it's the Mastiffs. And what we do is we'll now switch to Dungeon Fog. Let's put you somewhere else, if I can. There we go. That's handy. Right. So this is called zones. If you can all see this, you should all be able to see circles, a series of different circles, yes?
Yep.
And you're all in the middle.
Correct.
Okay, so the circles work like this. The inner circle is near. So when you're next to each other, that's melee combat. But if they're still in a circle, then that's 5 foot, 10 foot, etc. The middle brown circle is 20-foot squares each. So that's far. To enter that, you have to do like 2 rounds or something. You know, a full movement, a double movement. The outer ring is very far away. So that will take you a while to get to. And anything out of that is completely out of view. That's distant. Okay, so it will take you many rounds to get there. Does that all make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, for me,
So
yes.
what you see, if I can get it to work. There we go. Those are your 2 shadow mastiffs, and that's a debug. you also have the cultist. Let me just bring him up. There. Okay. So, Lupo, Gilda, we've had your go. The Mastiffs. Oof. The Mastiffs have a little bit of movement on them. They have 40. So that takes 20, 30, 40, 20, 30. We'll do it like that. Okay. Everybody okay with that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't mention the marching order, but don't worry about it.
You can quickly change, but Gildor and Lupo were up front.
No, I was at the back.
Oh, because
Yeah.
because he's gone in. So actually, yeah, let's put him there.
No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, actually, saying that you've got to sort
No.
out. Yeah, that makes more
dear.
sense now.
Oh, I've just lost one. There he is.
No, that's fine.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that,
Yeah, we like it like that.
I'm with Polwin on this one.
Right.
You said there was only one, didn't you?
Lupo, here we go. 2 attacks against you. Oh, let's roll high. I got a 19. The dice are back, baby. So, 3, that's 6 points of damage as it bounces up and bites you. And can you do a strength saving throw, please?
A strength constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Double. No.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Strength saving throw.
Yes, please.
24.
Yeah, you passed. Basically, the dog jumps up to try to push you over. You take the bite by shoving your arm in its way, and then you shove back. Okay, but the other one comes in and tries to go for your leg. Natural 20. My dice are back, and
I'm pretty sure the DM's not supposed to be this happy about injuring the players, but
it's Friday. You know, this is
Because it was a very late night last night, and he was frustrated because there was a lot of ones. I mean, there was more than the fair share of ones. It was a bit, you know.
Did you upset him last night?
I didn't know. I was very good.
Yeah, he was. Still going to kill him though. So that's 7 damage from the other bite.
Yep.
And we're using Pathfinder's critical hit and critical fumble deck. So whenever you roll a natural 20 or natural 1, please let me know, and you'll get extra bonuses to your attacks. Okay. So we'll do it as a piercing attack because it's teeth. Oh dear, Steve. Oh dear. As it bites into your leg, take an additional 2d6 damage because it's just opened up an artery.
Wow.
whoa, that seems quite harsh.
It's an extra 5 points of damage.
You didn't mention that these are supposed to be used with characters of 10th level or above.
No.
So that one didn't make an appearance last night.
Nope.
There was the ones that we were pulling last night was more disadvantaged for 3 rounds, 2 rounds, that sort of thing. That's quite a lot of damage in 1 round.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'd
So
take
that's
that damage over disadvantage for 3 rounds, though.
True.
the Mastiff's go. The cultist, he's looking pretty pale. He's still trying to pull this arrow out of him, and it basically just kind of falls back and collapses onto his bum in a heap. And you can see he's breathing quite heavily, but he's still alive. He makes no move to attack you. Up next is Violin, followed by Pole.
Okay, so I'm going to try and cast Thorn Whip at this zombie-looking guy, but I've got the option to be able to pull him 10 foot closer to me. Can I target that on the knife that's in his chest rather than him?
Ooh.
Yes, you can definitely call a shot. But what's the range of your whip?
30 foot.
So he's outside of 30 feet
So
because there is 60 feet to get to them.
can I move 30 foot closer to him then and try it from
So
there?
these squares are 5. So it's 5, 10, 15,
15.
20. And then these are, that's 40.
Okay, so
You can double move.
yes. And can I still cast a spell if I double move?
No, because you're using the movement as an action.
Is that going to cause an
Okay.
attack of opportunity?
No, because I'm still within.
Yeah, this is not, you haven't kind of run right past dogs or anything.
Okay.
This is just kind of slightly to give you
Okay.
a better, when we use theatre of the mind, this is just to kind of give you who's close and who's nearby.
In that case, can I move back and I'll cast a different spell then? Can I cast
Well, you've let go of the chess piece now.
Okay.
You can't go, oh, I'll change my mind. I'll do something else.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to cast. If I can't reach him with my Thorn Whip, I'll cast Entangle.
Yep.
At him. 20-foot square. Sprouts up. Creature in the area. When you cast, needs to succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by entangling plants until the spell ends.
Okay. What was the strength check, did you say?
Strength save of 12.
Oh, he's actually got oh, he's not good. He's not very strong. But I did roll a natural 19. Yeah, baby.
And he needs to creature restrain plants. Okay, it doesn't say whether if he starts his turn on the thing he has to do it again. I think that's just it. No one.
That would mean he's not been entangled. So all the roots, spritch out of the dirt and start to wrap around him. And each time the vine seems like it gets a purchase, he's just pulling it out. So he's got superhuman undead strength.
Yes. Yeah, and it fails. But that's my go over, I think.
Okay, Paul, you're up.
Can I, from where I am, I'd like to cast Ray of Sickness at the Mastiff thing to the left of Lupo.
SM1, yep.
Yeah, SM1. Please.
Yep. Go for it.
So I'm casting at first level. So I've rolled an 18 plus 6, so 24.
24 hits, yeah.
24 to hit, yeah.
Yep, 24 hits.
Okay. So it's then sorry, reading what I've got to do. So it's right, so it's 7, 5, so that's 12 plus anything. No, so it's going to take 12 poison damage. And can you make a Constitution saving throw, please, against 14?
Okay, so against that, I got 16.
Ah, well done. So that's it.
Okay, so you shoot out this beam, this ray of enfeeblement. Was that correct?
No, it's ray of sickening greenish energy that
Okay.
lashes out towards the creature. And it takes poison damage, but it's not poisoned until the end of the next throw because you pass the con save.
Okay, that's fine. All good. End of the round. Round 2. At the start is the Dibbuck. Let's go. At the moment, he's not really paying much attention to you lot, and his movement speed is 40, so he can move 2 squares. And he's moving off now. He's completely ignoring you. Next go, Lupo.
Okay, so I would like to make a trip attack against SM2.
Yep.
So that is with my battle axe a 16.
16 hits. Yep.
Okay, so you have to make a strength saving throw, please, and the DC is 14.
I was going to say that could be really easy, but I got 13.
Hey. Right, so you're now prone,
Okay.
and you take 10 points of damage for that attack. And then I attack the same one with my longsword, and now because you're prone, I get advantage on it.
You do get advantage, yeah.
Smart.
So that hits armor class 23.
That hits, yeah.
And you take 7 points of damage, so that's 17 points of damage total. And you're prone.
Cool, that's fine. Didn't like that, but it's fine. Gildor, you're up next.
Right. As I'm going to move up slightly, so I'm going to move up to like not next to SM2, but like just out of range of them. If that makes sense.
Like that.
One more to the right, and then that'll do. Yeah, because he's not more than 160 away from me, is he? The big D.
No, here 2, 4, 60, nearly 100 foot away.
Yeah, that's fine. I will, as a bonus action, cast Ensnaring Strike, and I shall attack him with my bow.
Yep.
And if it hits, 19 plus 8, which is a 27 to hit him.
Nice.
Yep, that hits.
I'll do the damage first. So he takes 7 damage, and you need to make a strength saving throw, DC 12. Unfortunately, it's low because I don't have that higher wisdom or whatever it is Rangers use. But
I rolled an 18, so he's passed.
All right, so he's passed. So nothing happens. Yeah, just double checking that. No, nothing happens, unfortunately.
Okay. What effect does it have on the environment?
Well, basically, at his feet, thorny vines come up and try to restrain him.
Entangle.
Yeah, but he's basically just walked over them, kind of thing.
Yeah, he's a dog. He's hopping over them. Cool. Right, that was Gildor. Mastiffs go. The Mastiff number 1 is staying with Lupo. Let's have a look at that. Natural 19 again. I'm assuming that does hit you, Steve. It does.
It does, yeah.
And you're not going to like that. 14 points of damage. Has he gone down?
Oh, no. I'm not down.
Just holding your breath. Was that just an intake of breath again?
I didn't take a breath, yeah.
Is that...
Yeah, I'm not down, but I'm on single figures.
Okay.
Second round into combat.
The other one is going to bound over to Gildor, given Lupo
opportunity.
Indeed.
Ooh.
Probably doesn't hit.
Do I get one as well?
No.
That's only a 10, so I doubt that hits.
No. So you need to get an armor class of 12.
Okay. Yep.
12 or above. So it doesn't get you, Violent, or rather, you can't do the attack opportunity because you're not technically standing next to him.
Cool.
So you're further away. So Lupo missed. The Shadow Mastiff goes for Gildor. And is a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Gets you. And that's low. That's 6
that's
points.
good.
6 points of damage and a strength check, please.
Yeah, stay there a sec. Is it just a strength check or is it strength saving throw?
Strength saving throw.
Right. Stay there a sec. Strength. 19 total.
Well done. Same thing. He goes to bite at you. You shove your arm into its mouth, which is where it takes damage, and you push him away. It's the cultist go. He's still trying to pull the arrow out of his shoulder. Not looking too successful. And then Violent. It's up to you.
Am I within 30 foot now of this V? Right. If not,
The Deerbuck. You're 40 foot.
Okay, can I move 10 foot forwards and cast form with that in, please?
Yeah, go for it.
I think it's just is it a normal attack? I got 17.
Yeah, that hits.
And it does 1d6 piercing damage.
Okay.
6. And like I said, if I was wanting to try and target it at his sword, but is his back to me now?
The dagger in his chest, you mean?
Yeah, the dagger. Yeah.
At the moment, his back is to you because he's heading off sort of 1 o'clock.
It says that if I hit him, I put him 10 foot closer towards me as well.
Okay. So basically, you got 6 points of damage, and the whip is wrapped around his waist, and you yanking him back. He stumbles because he's got his limbs are everywhere, but then its head just kind of turns around all the way on its shoulders, and sort of looks at you.
Cool. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Lupo as a level 2 spell. And
Is there a range to that at all?
60 foot. Am I within 60 foot?
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's fine. On Lupo, yep.
So that's 2d4. That's a d3. That is 7 damage. 7 hit points even.
He's finishing you off, Lupo. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I wanted to get the XP.
It's a siphon life.
not letting the Mastiff steal that XP.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, Paul, you're up.
Could I try and hit SM1, the one next to Lupo, with Ray of Sickness again?
Yeah, go for it.
It does a 18 hit.
An 18 does hit.
18, fantastic. And that is for 6 points of poison damage, I think. Let me just double check that. Yeah, so that's 6 points of poison damage and another Constitution saving throw, please. 14.
Okay. Yep, I got 14.
Wonderful.
He's good. You
yeah,
seem to think that you've hit it twice now. Probably not as doing much effect to him as you think.
Oh, really? So I can't see that he's actually taking any damage from this.
Not that you can tell, no.
Not that I can tell. Okie dokie. Just check what I can do for a bonus action. Nothing really. Can I send in Bruiser as a bonus action? I'm not sure whether that be an action or a bonus action or what that would be.
You can do it. You can send in Bruiser.
Yep, I'll send Bruiser in to attack that SM1.
Okay, this is Bruiser because I don't have a token ready.
Oh my gosh. Right, so.
He's a happy doggy.
Oh god. I don't like the way that sounds. So would a 15 hit?
15 hits, yes.
Fantastic. So he will cause piercing damage. Let's see if I can find a d6. He will take 6 points of piercing damage.
You rolled a 6, yeah?
I rolled it's a 5, so it's 1d6 plus 1.
Okay, that's fine. 6 damage. Cool.
And is the Shadow Mastiff, is it classed as a creature?
Let's have a look. No.
Okay, never mind then. And at that point, can I? Yeah, that's fine.
It's classed as a
You can
meat
move.
popsicle.
Do you want to move?
I was going to see if I could get Bruiser to come back to me, but I think that'll provoke an attack of opportunity. So I think I just hope he kind of sits there and is good.
Okay. Well, he's going to basically, he's there, so he's going to either get attacked or can attack on your next go.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Bye, Bruiser.
End of round 2, start of round 3. The Dibbuk has noticed Violin and now starts making its way kind of close. He's not even pulling against the whip, and tries to. These tendrils, additional tendrils, start to kind of pop out the rib cage, one on each side, and copying what you did, trying to whip and do damage that way.
Okay.
I got a 24 to hit, which is good
gosh.
for me. And an 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 points of damage. As this tendrils, one of them just wraps around your waist this time, and you get a sickening feeling as almost as if the life is being drained out of you. Yeah, there you go.
So what sort of damage is that? Tendril damage?
Well, it's like the damage is necrotic damage,
Okay.
but it's yeah. You wait till it finds a new way to get in. He's looking for a way in. Right, Lupo, your go, followed by Gildor.
Right, I'm going to use my bonus action to do second wind, and try and get some more hit points back. It's another 8 back. And then I'm going to go for another trip attack, please, on SM1. That's a 19 on the dice, so that's a 25.
Yep.
So that's a strength saving throw of 14, please.
Yep. Oh, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay, so he doesn't go
My
down.
dice are
Jesus Christ, but he does
demon hot today.
take 8 points of damage.
8 points. Cool. Okie dokie.
Right, that's my go.
Gildor, you're up.
I shall step round SM2 so that I'm in between him and Lupo.
Yep.
So I'm not leaving his attack area. So
That's
I
fine.
don't
You're
get
circling
attacked.
each other. That's fine.
But then I shall shoot the big D again
Okay.
and try for my last spell slot, ensnaring strike again. So let me see if I can hit first.
Go for it.
Right, that is 12 plus 8, which is not a natural 20, obviously.
Yeah,
but it's
that's
20
fine.
to hit.
It hits.
And that is... So he takes 9 normal damage, and he has to make a saving throw DC 12 strength to not be snared, or whatever you call it.
Entangled.
Yeah, that's the
He
one.
got a 9. He gets entangled.
Ooh, excellent,
Nice.
right?
Vines
So
shoot up around him and start twisting up into his legs. This time, there are enough holes and bones sticking out that the tendrils start to go in to its flesh and just tangle him up.
There's a bit of a theme going on here.
Right, so...
It is.
We finally did it, guys.
So at the start of each of his turns, he's going to take 1d6 damage.
Okay, if you can remind that for me each round.
But after he's taken damage the first time, he can make another strength check against the spell to see if he can free himself. I think that's how it reads anyway. Or one that can touch the creature. Oh no, hold on. Sorry, it says a creature restrained by the vines or one that can touch the creature. What the hell? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I think he can make a strength saving throw again at the end, after he's taken damage from it the first time.
So that would be if, say, he had a friend next to
Yeah,
him.
buddy.
He could rip him off.
Yeah.
But the good thing is not that it matters now because he's facing you, but he can't move away basically.
Yeah.
Or
What's
at least,
the area of effect?
it's 5 feet, I think, if I remember
Okay,
rightly.
so it's just basically right on him.
It doesn't actually say, I don't think. What?
That's right. We'll just target him. That's
Just
fine.
says a mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact,
Yeah,
and
that's
the
fine.
target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained.
Right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Unless I could take a kick at the dog.
You can always have a kick.
Can I have a kick? What's
have a
that?
kick.
It's unarmed strike, isn't it?
Unarmed strike. It's I think it's just 6. Is it 6 points of damage, Steve, or is it?
It's
Oh,
1 plus
1d6.
the strength modifier.
Yeah, it's 1 plus your strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or 6, something like that. It's 18 plus 5, which is a 23.
Yeah, that hits. Go for
Yeah,
it.
so he takes 4 damage.
Okay. There you go. You boot him in the head.
Booty.
Right. Mastiffs go. Okay, so let's just deal with number 2 again. He didn't like being kicked in the face, Jeff. At Gildor, so he's gonna bite back.
Who does?
And
I'm sure there's a
what is that?
subreddit for that.
It's a 14.
That misses,
14
unfortunately.
misses.
My armor class is 16.
See, the kick in the head sometimes works.
Put him off. He's got double vision.
You got him right
Yeah.
on the end of the nose.
And then SM1, he starts to circle Bruiser. I don't know what he's trying to sniff out there, but they start growling at each other, and obviously.
Ooh, does Violin get an attack of opportunity there because he just moved out of his attack range?
Lupo does.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Lupo, sorry.
Go for your attack.
That is armor class 14.
Kill him!
That hits.
That'll be 7 points of damage.
Smash him up!
Okay. Right. And Bruiser is going to go and attack you. Oh, here we go now. That's an unnatural 20.
Yes, that will
That's
hit
going to
him.
hit. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
He's flat out dead.
Okay, he pounds on Bruiser's neck.
No, Bruiser!
Does it get saving throws?
Can do. What is he? What's he?
I don't think so. He's got 5 health points. So
5 hit points.
yeah, hit points. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that is what he started with. So 5.
Okay. So
Unless when he gets attacked, it can invoke my own reaction, which would be to cast shield. But I don't know whether that just works on me or whether that work on my companion.
I'll do it because he's kind of your companion. So if you wish,
Yeah,
you're keeping
I
an
love
eye on
him.
Bruiser. If you see him get attacked and you go "Ugh," shield and cast it on your companion, I will allow that.
I will go "Ugh," shield and cast it on Bruiser.
Okay. So
So he's not quite dead.
Yeah, the attack does not succeed.
Fantastic.
Okay. Vom. And then the cultist guy is just, you see him struggling to pull this arrow out. His head is starting to sort of sag and bob.
Is he
And then he
bleeding
just-
out?
Yeah. And then he just kind of falls back on the floor. He's laying there. He still looks like he's moving, but he's just flat out onto the ground.
Would he be
Violent.
on 0 hit points? As in, like, not dead, but, you know,
Unconscious.
Go over
Survivable
and
and questionable.
go over and ask. No, it's just from a mechanics point of view, because if he does reach 0 hit points, then I can move my hex. But if he doesn't, then I can't move it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mhm.
That's good.
He's-
You're right, mate.
He's not dead yet.
Okay.
So, Violent, you're up.
I am going to cast heat metal on my mouse can move on this
On the mouse?
dagger. Yeah, on my mouse. On the dagger that's in this Cybex chest.
Okay, yeah, good move.
I'm assuming, do I need to roll an attack for that, or because it says any creature you can just see the metal and the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. I'm assuming I'd need to cast it at him still, would I?
If it doesn't say what you need to do, there should
It
be an
doesn't
attack.
say-
I would use your spell attack and try that.
Okay. Yeah, because it doesn't
Because
say
otherwise
make
it's just a
ranged
free
attack.
spell, isn't it? It's like I heat
Yeah.
it up and then you take damage.
Well, it's because
14?
you get a saving throw. I think.
Because no, it doesn't say anything about saving throws. It just says when you cast this creature in range. So I suppose it says range, so you need to make a ranged attack spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
14.
14 hits.
Okay. And he takes 2d8 fire damage.
Oh, very nice.
8 damage. So yeah, I'm just gonna focus on the knife that's punched in his chest, and it slowly glows red.
Yeah. And that's exactly what you see. Well done.
Yeah. And as a bonus action, I can heat that up again, but this time I'm gonna change into a giant bear as well as a bonus action.
Okie dokie.
Does that get rid of his tendrils if I'm shape-shifting?
What, the one that's wrapped around you?
Yeah.
That was only for that attack.
Okay.
So otherwise, it would be a grapple.
Right.
So that was just for that attack. It wrapped around you, squeezed you, and then that's it.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, as a bonus action, I'm gonna shapeshift into a brown bear. Normally, you can't shapeshift as a bonus action, but I've got combat wild shape.
Okay.
And that's
There you
my
go.
turn over. Thank you.
Okay, Paul, you're up.
I'm going to stomp over to SM1
Postcode.
with my little legs. Stomp, 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 stomp.
That was my postcode when I was growing up. It's really strange.
I'm going to
You used to
pick
live
up
in
my
Saturday.
staff with 2 hands and I'm going to smack SM1 round the head with it.
Go for it.
Go on, Paul.
So 17 to hit.
17 hits, yeah.
And it is 4 points of bludgeoning damage, I think.
Okay. It takes it. Now you're a lot closer. You can see all these rows of teeth, and you can see all the slobber hanging off of it.
Yeah, I've got the rage at the moment, so that's not bothering me. I'm very brave anyway.
Okay, that's the end of round 3. Start round 4. The Dibuk is now going to square up against the bear. With a miss. I got an 8. Only gets 1 attack.
Oh, and he takes 1d6 damage.
Oh, 1d6. Well done. Do you want
Stay
to roll
there.
the damage?
Do you want to roll it or do you want me to?
You rolled it. It's your damage.
Yeah, no worries. Boom, boom, boom. 6!
Well done.
It was a
Right.
5. I love how the digital dice do the same thing that real dice do.
Just fall over.
Yeah, and like 5, 5, 5, 6.
Okay, Lupo, you're up, followed by Gildor.
I'm going to go and help Polwin out with SM1, I think. So I'm going to move up to SM1 and attack. That's 21 with the battle axe.
That hits.
21 with longsword, so that's 2 hits. For a total of 11 and 6, 17 points damage.
Oh, very nice. So you're warmed up now. You didn't like that. It's almost as if you're chopping bits of the fleshy body away, and all that remains is this wisp of fog and stuff behind. The more you're damaging it, more it becomes insubstantial. Where are we? Lupo. Gildor, you're up.
Right, I shall. I don't suppose the cultist bloke is dead yet, is he?
He's still laying there. It's
But
his go in a bit.
Oh, okay, no worries. In that case, I will take a shot at the big D and then take another kick at SM2.
Okay.
And that is 15 to hit the big D.
It hits.
And that is 7 damage.
7 damage. Well done.
And then I'll take a kick at the dog.
Yep.
And that is 18 to hit the dog.
It hits.
And he takes 4 damage again.
Okay. Good damage all round. Well done. Dush. All he does is
Kick him between the eyes.
right. His go. So again, he didn't like that, so he's going to try to bite you back. Nope, I've got a 7. That's no good.
Oh, nice.
And again, they only
My
get 1
lucky
attack.
day.
Cultists, you don't see it. I guess you sense it based on.
Yeah. I think
you did.
from the hunter's mark thing, I'm pretty sure I'd magically sense that he died and I could move
Yeah.
it.
He is gone. And then Violin, you are up. Big bad bear.
Yes. So I am gonna move to within melee range of him and bite and claw him. So it is. Uh, 13. Does that hit?
13 does not hit the big D.
Okay. And then I'm going to also try with my claws as well.
Go for it.
20, non-natural.
Yeah, that hits.
For 2d6 plus 4. 12 damage.
Nice.
Slash him.
So basically, you trundled your big bear ass closer
Yep.
to him and then rear up. Try to
Yeah.
take the bite, but the body sort of wobbles out of its way. Then you claw it. Gouts of flesh and bone just reap off out the shoulders. It's pretty. It's looking. The body of this thing is looking pretty tattered. This guy that they possessed. Poor guy.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Not
I
much left
mean,
of him.
It's pretty
Has he still
messed
got-
up before we got there.
Has he still
Yeah.
got the dagger stuck in him?
He does. And Pole, you're up.
Well, since I'm next to SM1, I shall carry on trying to hit him with my staff.
Yep.
So that is only an 8. Does an 8 hit him?
No.
So standing right next to him, I managed to miss.
Swing and a miss. You probably. It was when he attacked Lupo. You see. That's the bit.
I see.
Yep.
Could I just thrown the staff and said, fetch? Here you go.
You can try next go, or unless you have a bonus action.
That'd be hilarious if it worked.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
It wags its
No.
tail.
Well,
No.
it did start out as a normal dog.
It did.
It's not like it was conjured out of nothing.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
I still have dog traits.
My bonus actions include 2 weapon fighting, so could I just hold it with the other hand and throw it that way? No, I don't have
Yeah.
any bonus actions I can.
No. Okay. So that's the end of round 4. This is the start of round 5. Big D going after the big bear. 21.
Hits.
That hits your bear form. Okay. So this is, he tries to whip you. So that 11, that's 15 points of damage.
Okay.
This time, as it kind of wraps around one of your bear arms, you can see that your brown fur in that area is straight away turns to black as it starts to kind of burn necrotic damage. That's all it can do. Lupo.
Right, I will swing with that axe at SM1 again.
Yep.
That's a miss with armour class 11.
Yep, miss.
So I will then attack again with my longsword. And that is armour class 17 for 10 points of damage.
Okay. It's still standing. It's looking pretty bad, but it's still standing. Gildor.
I shall move my hunter's mark to the big D.
Yep.
And shoot him again, hopefully. That's armor class 14
It hits. Here we go now. Here we go.
He
Going for the final ball.
takes 7 plus the 1d6 for Hunter's Mark. 7 plus 6 damage.
13.
Well done. How would you like to do this?
Woo!
The arrow hits the hilt of the dagger,
Hmm.
pushing it all the way through his corpse, and it falls out the back of him.
Cool. And you see the jellyfish thing kind of come out of it. Don't forget, this portal is still above you in these
I
three
had
stones.
forgotten.
Yeah, how
And-
big was it? I missed how big it was.
So it's there's 3 giant stones in like a triangle.
Mm.
Okay,
50 foot apart.
50 foot apart, and they're like 20 foot tall.
Yeah.
And above that, in the rim, is a circle. This portal that opened up, and this jellyfish came out, and then sort of started to reduce, and has gone into this human body. You've pushed it. You physically push this jellyfish out of this rotten corpse now. It's just mangled. The body just collapses into several different pieces, and the damage that the Dybbuk has taken just gently floats and slowly dissipates, and then travels back into the portal.
Yay!
Cool.
That is down.
Excellent.
Does anything happen to the
shot.
doggies?
Nope.
Is the portal still
Okay.
open?
Yep.
Can I kick the dog again then? That's good. I feel really
You
bad
can.
saying that, but if anyone from Peter's watching, it's not a real dog, and I'd never do it to a real dog.
But if a shadow mastiff turned up, you'd kick that.
Yeah, oh, definitely. If it was real, I definitely would. Right, so it's 12 plus 5 to hit, which is 17,
That hits.
and it takes another 4 damage.
Okie dokie.
All I can picture in my head for the Shadow Mastiffs, I know we saw the picture earlier, but to me, they're the dogs from Ghostbusters, the original
Yep.
Ghostbusters.
The
Yep.
Yeah.
If you
gatekeeper
s-
and the keymaster.
Yeah.
They're very, very similar to those. If you switch back to
Yeah.
your the Zoom screen for yourself, Steve, the picture's still up.
Are you all?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Right, who's that? So Gildor's done. Mastiffs go. So we'll stay with SM2. He is still there. And that's an unnatural 20. So that will hit.
It's unnatural.
That's 11 points of damage.
Yeah, oh, nice damage,
Yep.
but I'm okay.
Okay.
Almost exactly half hit points.
And then SM1 is going for Lupo. Well, hold on. 15, 17.
Yes, that is.
It hits. Say that again. 9, 10, 12 points of damage.
Okie dokie.
Okay, Violet, you're up. Still in bear form.
Yeah, and he's not near me anymore, is he? So I'm gonna run over to SM2 if I can make it. I've got 40 foot left. So it's 20,
Yeah, so
40, so I can reach
40. So no, so 40 gets you to a lot closer. Next round you will be in
Middle.
that space.
Okay.
So next round you can get there, unless you want to double move. But then that puts you closer.
And I'm still not able to move. I am gonna, as a bonus action, try and regain some hit points to my wild shape. Let me see how many I can do. 1d8 hit points. 8. So I'll get an additional 8 hit points, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Paul, over to you.
This is a really stupid question. As a bonus action, I've got 2 weapon fighting. So does that mean that I can attack him with one dagger and then another dagger?
So on your attack, you use your main weapon.
Yep.
And then you can have a second attack. So it's like your follow-up weapon. So if you're
Oh, dear
right-handed,
God.
the right hand first, but the second weapon does less damage, if you like.
And you don't get as much to hit.
Yep. But that should
Okay.
be listed on
Well,
your D&D
I've
Beyond.
got a dagger in each hand now. Yeah, so I'll can we play that and just I'll see how it works.
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want me to roll both of them at the same time?
Just roll one at a time.
Okay, so the first one is 13.
13
Yep.
hits. Yep.
Yep. And do you want me to roll damage for that first?
Yep. Yes, please.
Okay. Oops. So that's going to be 7 points of damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this one?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yay!
Just as messily as possible because I am proper angry that he attacked my dog.
Okay, so you
there's
jump
no
onto this.
actual aiming at it, just slashing away at it until it just dies.
You pull out the other dagger and you literally throw yourself bodily onto this giant mastiff dog thing.
Scream of rage.
And just
Yeah.
the blood and bits and pieces of gore are going everywhere, and that body just crumbles apart.
Nice.
It's Drax in Guardian of the Galaxy 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're standing there,
The
heavy
opening
breath,
thing.
Yeah.
animal from Muppets. Here we go.
Exactly. Yep.
So that's
over there, by the way.
another one down. So there's only one left now.
Yep. So top of the round 6.
Top of the morning.
Dibrook's done. Lupo.
I'll move over to SN2, please. And I will take 2 attacks at it.
for it.
So that's a 17 and a 14 to hit,
Both hits.
and a total of 9 and 7, 16 points damage.
Okay, it's still standing. There's not much left in it. It's kind of, even its front legs are a bit wobbly.
Right, so
The head is hanging.
I'm going to action surge and take another hit.
Go for it.
Armor class 16
Come on, Lupo.
and 10 points damage.
Yeah. How do you want to finish him?
I'll
Yay!
just
Nice.
slice the front leg off.
Oh.
And it just thumps down onto the floor. And it's gone. It's dead. Well done.
Yay!
Nice.
What would you like to do now?
Go team the road.
Take a short rest.
Yeah.
Is the storm still coming?
Can we go over and investigate the knife that's laying on the floor?
Also, as you kill the last mastiff, the portal crackles and then just fades away. And you can see the storm. If you were listening, the storm was right above you, and suddenly those clouds start to disappear as well. The rain stops. There's a calm, gentle wind starts to push the black clouds away, and it almost looked as dark as night when they were over.
Now it's starting to birds chirp again and all that.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd like to have a look at the knife without touching it, if possible.
I'm gonna
It's probably all right to touch its handle.
go
Right,
and
I
look
am-
at the cultist and the altar, please.
I am going to move away from Dungeon Fog. We don't need that anymore. And then
Because we can use the power of our imagination. Shon.
The most strongest
Right.
computer known to man.
What is it? Most powerful graphics card in the world.
Yeah, that's it.
The human mind.
What's that from? This film, isn't it?
Can't remember.
Yeah.
I know. I've heard it. But
Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum. Right. Here we go.
Yeah, the only reason I won't touch it was that cultist seemed very reluctant to let go of it.
yeah, it's
Yep.
true.
So I don't want it to become like a my precious type thing.
So you go over to the remains of this man. And yes, there is a dagger still embedded in its ribcage.
Is there any sort of obviously we can probably see the hilt and a bit of the dagger. Is there any inscriptions or any markings on the?
No, it doesn't look anything special or anything like that at all.
Does anyone want a dagger?
Well, I imagine.
Not
I
that
would
one.
I would
Not
assume,
curly
rightly
whirly.
or wrongly, that without the ritual and everything else that was going on, it probably doesn't perform anything on its own, does it? But
Yeah, probably.
apart from being the key or something, you know. But if you don't know the words and stuff, then it doesn't matter. But I'm still not picking it up though. Lupo has a habit of picking up things. Go on,
You should
Lupo.
get Lupo to touch it.
I mean, is there
You're
any way
muted,
that
mate. You're muted, Lupo.
I've gone over to the cultist to see what trouble I can get in on my own. There's altars and summoning stones and all that sort of stuff. So just wait a few seconds.
Bound to set something off.
Okay, so if you wish to, you may take a short rest here. You can
Yeah.
see off in the distance, there's a small town of Triel, or Triel. You can head that way and get a rest there if you wish.
Yep. Before we move on, though, is there anything that I can tell from looking at the dagger with my sort of knowledge of sorcery and whatnot?
No,
Not from
no,
looking at it.
not from looking at it.
And was there anything worth pilfering off of any of the dead cultists and like the cultists and?
No, the only thing you find, so if you're gonna have a good search around, so
Yeah, we'll have a good search around.
Yeah.
the stuff they took off the guy that has been sacrificed. So you found a pin on the road. This is his badge. So to give you an idea of size, there you go. So you find his badge.
What were the cultists wearing? Were they wearing like a hooded robe and etc.?
Yeah, kind of like a really dodgy, long red leather jackets with a hood.
Can I take one of them, please?
If you wish, yeah. It doesn't. It's not fireproof, and it's not very
No.
doesn't have much of an armor class, as they found out yesterday. But
It's
yeah,
more just for like if one of us needs to just walk into a bunch of cultists, we've got an outfit.
yeah. So that's what it looks like. It's very fashionable.
Yeah.
Have
got
they
this
got
over
skull
bit.
pads?
He only wanted a jacket, so
You couldn't use those for gardening, could you?
yeah. If you want the whole ensemble, there it is.
Okay.
And obviously, for players, if you haven't yet done it already, you can right-click on the PowerPoint screen and it will go big. If you pin it, it becomes big. Right, so short rest here.
So there was nothing of interest on any of the cultists after looking around. I will pick up the dagger. Go on, sorry.
Okay, and just say there's also you find 200 gold pieces, so that's 50 quid
Yay.
each.
50
Nice.
quid each.
Nice.
Good, because we needed some money.
Yeah. Whore.
And then Steve touches a dagger and disappears.
I will pick the dagger up.
Nothing happens. You pull it out, it's still a bit gooey. As far as you can tell, it's a dagger. You got a curly whirly one.
I shall add it to my
Yeah, probably worth a few gold coin anyway.
whole
Isn't
new
it?
copia of weapons.
Yeah.
I don't have a dagger.
Cool, and then we'll head to Triel. Is it?
So
Yeah, it probably
are we
takes you-
short resting here, then heading to Triel. Or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well.
So you spend it's a nice sunny afternoon now. You can dry out where you got soaked through. You're drying out. You spend the time amongst these corpses and their gear and these stones. You spend about an hour eating a packed lunch and pilfering their wares. And then you're ready to move on.
Does Gildor know any stories about where we are at the moment?
Not yet. He might not know it now till
Well,
next
that's-
time. It depends
Oh,
how
I've
late you
forgotten
want
it
to
now.
play.
It's too late.
Yeah.
The
You
hour
might
was
have to wait
too
till
late.
next episode. So, onwards to Triel.
Onwards to Triel.
Okay, you get to Triel. It's a small little town, or village, really. You find an inn that will set you up for the night for just 1 gold piece for all of you.
Oh, nice.
And they serve the usual things: hot potatoes, bit of meat.
Sounds good.
Any veg
Did
with
you,
that?
Some of that.
Did you heal your dog, by the way, or did you just leave it behind?
Oh, can I heal it
If you want to, you don't have to.
somehow? I don't know how I can heal it. I've got
It's a mate. It's like your animal companion, and oh yeah, I've got a dog. Oh, do I need to heal it?
Yeah, no, but I don't know how I can heal it. I can't
I
cast any
did.
spells.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I've got cure wounds. Is it? Let's have a
Yeah,
look.
I've got cure wounds.
Yeah,
as
cure
well.
wounds. So I'll be, when we've rested, I'll cast that, and
Thank you
you know.
very much. Yeah, I don't have lay on
Bruiser.
hands or cure wounds or anything like
he's
that.
only got 5 hit points, hasn't he, or something?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So let's just say it heals him to maximum. Then, 'cause it's 1d8 plus 2. So
Yeah.
Bruiser is back.
Yay.
Okay, so there you go. You've made it to town. Sorry, a small village, and they're basically going to put you up in the inn if you wish to stay.
yeah.
That evening, you start telling your tales about the weird fight you've just literally come from, and the various other things you've survived. Some people got a few drunkards in there. It's the usual inn kind of setting, and you're all saying things like, "What demon cults in Outguard? Bloody ridiculous! As if there'd ever been cultists and demons in Outguard."
Can I
Whatever.
Can I show my the cultist outfit that I've got to prove that we?
Latest fashion in cult.
Yeah.
You've got a red coat.
It's got cultist written on the back of it.
You spelled that wrong, no, didn't you?
Well, I've got a story about cultists, but I'm not sure whether it's an appropriate time to tell it.
It's not.
No, I didn't think so.
We're looking for somebody. Was there a Ravens Guard band pass through here on the way to Elturel?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
How long
What-
ago?
Oh, it's probably maybe 3 or 4 days ago. Not so far, but yeah, I mean, older Ravens Guard. He's one of the dukes over at Baldur's Gate. He is. Came through here with a load of his men.
Was Fabius Creeg one of them?
Well, I don't know by names. No.
So have you had any problem with the snake people, the Yuan-Ti in this region?
No, not here. We haven't. No, not that I can say. We don't get many people coming through, but we're on the tradeway, which means we got lots of merchants and things. But other than that, we don't really hear much. We don't have much to offer, really. We've got a few shops and things. Most people kind of come here and bed down.
What sort of shops you got?
We got usuals. You got a blacksmithy. We got a boa. Got leatherworks. Whatever you need, really. I tell you, there was one strange thing. That old Raven Guard. There was one of his people that were there. I'm sure was one of those Tabaxians. That stood out. We haven't seen one of them for a while.
Is that a bit unusual then?
Yeah, I think so. It's Tabaxians aren't really from this way, and I think they're what was the name? It's weird because it was a cat, and it keeps licking its paws and doing its ears, and I think its name was 5, 6. I'm not sure.
Really?
It's a bit strange.
Weird name.
Yeah, but yeah, they were with older Ravens Guard off to Elturel, some big meeting. Well, I
Yeah.
don't remember Fabius. Fabius, no.
So
Did they stay here for any length of time, or did they just pass through?
No, only overnight. It's really, as I say, it's a bit of a rest stop. We've got
Well,
some
it might
big
have gone around the
stables.
shops then.
Oh, they've probably gone around the shops, yeah.
Big
I mean,
stables,
they
did you
are.
say?
They are kind of. They're all part of the Flaming Fist mercenary groups and things like that. I think they're all. Oldars. He's a big guy in Baldur's Gate.
Who is?
Older Ravens Guard. That's his name.
So, what makes you so adamant you wouldn't be getting cultists in Elturel then? Are you some sort of?
We're Elder Guard. We're a holy nation. We are. Who's going to come here? We've got a companion sitting above the city of Elturel. That gets rid of any undead. We had that years ago.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Companions.
Yeah, who built that then?
Well, no one built it. It just sort of appeared there one day. So the story is that not that far away really. It's maybe 100 years, but Elturel, the undead moved in there one time. This big kind of vampire lord went in there, and no one could get rid of him. And more undead and zombies and all kinds of things were in the city of Elturel. Someone made some kind of deal or whatever, and lo and behold, this thing that they called a companion, which is like a giant orb that floats above the city, and that's why we get so much good light, spread its light across the city and killed any undead it touched. That vampire lord, it was gone in an instant.
That's quite useful, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder who
But
made the building.
Elturel and Eltgard, we've always been that kind of people around here. We've always been, not to say we're goody two shoes, but we like a good story. We're good people.
I like a good story as well. You know, my favourite when I was a kid was about the Hell Riders, and
Oh, I know lots of stories about Hell Riders. Yeah, love those stories.
well, weirdly enough, I've when we encountered these cultists up in the hills, I found this, and I'll get out the Hell Rider badge and show him.
Oh, blimey, I've never seen one in real life. Yeah, let me see what that looks like. Oh yeah, looks really good. I love the detail on that. Wow. There's rumours of these that some of them have magical properties. Did you know that?
No.
How much do you want for it?
Well, I'm not quite sure I want to sell it really, because like I say, it was one of my favourite stories. My granddad always used to tell me about the Hell
Well, I tell you what,
Riders
if
and
you
the
ever want to sell
Hell
it, I'll have it. Here you go. You want to take it? Oh, there you go. Yeah, oh yeah, I love those stories growing up. Yeah, they're still around. Hell Riders today, they're probably not, as glorious as they were, but they still have their rituals and their ways.
Oh, I didn't realise they were still around. I thought they was just stories from the past.
No, you probably find most of them. They keep themselves to themselves in Elturel. So they're a very elite unit. They don't go not like the Flaming Fist, who are mercenaries and go anywhere. These are real proper top-notch kind of guys and girls who are born into it. The kind that are chosen, not ones who want a quick gold penny here and there.
Ah, I thought I was really onto something there with that badge, and it was something out of Legend or something. But so you reckon it could be? It could be
Definitely a Legend.
new one.
Well, it could be a new one. I mean, they're still making them, but as I said, sometimes there's magic in them.
Right, you got any shops around here that might be able to tell me if it was magical?
Well, yeah, I mean, the magic shop would probably be able to help you out. They got a few bits and pieces for sale, but they might charge you a bit for identifying it.
Yeah, all right. Okay. All right, well, you've been very helpful. Can I buy you a drink?
Well, I own the place, so I tell you what, I've liked your stories, and just to see that badge alone, just to hold it, that was good. I tell you what, the next round is on me.
Oh, thank you very much.
Not your dinners though. You're going to pay for those.
I don't have detect magic memorized, Steve. But if we're going to stay here for like another day, I could switch it out so we could do detect magic on it and at least know if it was magical before we go and get it looked at.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, thank you.
It's up to you. It depends how long we're staying here, I suppose.
I guess we're having a long rest because it was late afternoon, weren't it, when we had the fight? So we'll bed down for the night.
Okay.
I'll swap out ensnaring strike for detect magic then, Dave.
Yep, that's perfectly fine. You all have a very comfortable, very satisfying, much needed home cooked meal, dry beds, very comfy, and a very long rest
Excellent.
with a nice big meat and potatoes, egg and ham breakfast in the morning.
Now I'm hungry. In real life.
Made he's made extra for you because the stories were so good. And a bucket
Bucket of chicken.
of cold chicken.
Yeah,
last night.
leftover chicken. So in the morning after breakfast, I'll do detect magic on the badge thing.
Okay, it is magical, and
So I
it
say
is.
to Lupo, it is definitely magical.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yep. It is. You can find this in D&D Beyond. This is a. Actually,
Card.
I won't. It's a card. This is what it is. So this is the card version.
Brooch.
It is a
Of
brooch.
shielding.
The brooch.
Brooch of
But obviously-
shelding.
So if you look at your PowerPoint screen, that's what it looks like on the card. But what it is actually this badge. That if you had the armor, would actually clip in to various points on their armor. They wear quite a lot of these, but you can still win it, wear it because it's pins. So you can pin it onto your leather armor or bash it into your plate armor, whatever you got.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is a brooch of shielding. It is available on D&D Beyond. Also, while you're having your breakfast and sort of looking at this, the innkeeper, you see him talking to someone at the door. There's a few people outside. He's like, he kind of looks over to you, and eventually he kind of concedes and lets people in, and he escorts these people over to your table, and he says, "Yeah, this is them." And it's a short, kind of portly little gentleman. He's got a sort of a red velvet thing on with a bit of fluffles. And he says, here you're the heroes who found the badge. May I have a look?"
This badge.
Yes. Can I? Oh, wow, yes. That's very nice. Yes. Oh, wait, let me introduce myself. My name is Dill, and I am basically the village mayor. We just wanted to say we loved hearing your stories, about what happened to you on the road and everything else you were talking about last night. And the stories about the Hell Riders are very interesting. And the fact you've brought one of those brooches here, we'd like to give you the opportunity to sell it to the village. Yes,
To
no,
the
you
village.
seem a bit stunned. Yes, we
To
will
the
open
whole
up
village.
the coffers and we will buy it from you.
Is there like a
how about
museum
that?
or something?
What are you going to do with it? Because you can't all wear it, can you?
No, it's not about wearing it. It's about tradition. You see, tradition.
Was there a Hell Rider that came from this village then?
Oh, probably. I mean, this
Probably.
village was founded a few generations ago, but obviously, when the Hell Rider calls you, you go to the city of Elturel. You see, probably we don't keep those kind of records, or at least the mayors and the town council and people like that who have come before me. We've had a few fires and the church has changed a few times, but yes, we don't have any official records.
I mean, we got told that they're still making them. So if you really want one that badly, you could go buy one.
Well, I'm sure we can't actually buy one. You see, I mean, we can't really go around a shop. I mean, there probably is some shady characters out there we can buy them from, but to actually have one to come
So,
from some heroes,
so you're assuming that
would be
we're
very
shady
nice.
characters?
Oh no, I'm sure, but certainly not from your stories or what from the old shamans told me here. Is I would like to know to that more.
Well, I don't know about the rest of my party, but we only found this, so we're only in possession of it whilst we look for its rightful owner.
Oh, are you heading to Elturel then?
Yeah,
We are now.
We're looking
Good.
for Fabius Creeg, and Fabius Creeg should have been in the Ravens Guard entourage, the delegation that was travelling to Elturel. So we're heading that way anyway. And if
Oh, are you part of the delegation? Is that what it is?
no, we've been sent by one of the knights from Fort Tamaal to go and warn Fabius of a Yuan-Ti incursion. So we was up
Oh my,
at high
that is
ground.
serious.
No, we
Okay,
weren't up at high ground.
that is serious. I do say. Right. Okay. Well, I would certainly, in that case, forget about selling. I'll tell you what. We'll help you in any way we can. What we'll do. So, let me explain. So, Fabius Creeg. So it's a g, not a d. He is the kind of like a Grand Duke of Elturel, you see. So all the dukes from around, that's why they've got older Ravensguard and his entourage have come from Baldur's Gate. There's some big kind of conflagration going on, big, hush hush, top secret, say no more meeting going on in the city of Elturel, you see. But Fabius is in Elturel, and Ravensguard is from Baldur's Gate.
Right.
I don't imagine Fabius would be with, certainly not taking orders from Aldo anyway. I don't think those two really see eye to eye.
So why is all the Raven Guard making the journey then if they don't see eye to eye?
Oh, I don't know. I think he's probably had enough of that. All the dukes and all the leaders around here, they're trying to obviously make peace, and it's part to do with a trade way to open up a new route to keep it all going. We get bits and pieces because we get merchants in here all the time. We're based on our position, but they're certainly going something on with Baldur's Gate and Elturel. There's always something that's going wrong. Who knows?
Well, we've been sent by this Lockheed, this knight from Fort Tamaal to
I know the
warn
fort very
Fabius.
well. Yes, we've had them here. Yes.
So we've got to warn Fabius about the snake people. So the snake people actually attacked the fort or the town that's local to the fort whilst we was there.
And you stayed there and protected them, did you?
Well,
Is that one of your another one story? Yes, I'd love to hear.
we
The heroic deeds and all that kind of stuff is really good.
we fought valiantly.
We stopped
That's what I
another
like to
incursion.
hear. Say no more. I like the cut of your jib, lad. It would be out there myself if I wasn't born in such an outrageous, horrible body. But and I got such a level of gout. You wouldn't believe it. Anyway, but enough about me. Let's come. Okay, and he brings over a small little boy, and he's got this kind of wooden chest. He goes, we've been keeping this for a special occasion. Here's take this with our eternal blessings. That if you ever need to come here again, please do. Don't be shy. We'll happily put a roof over your head anytime. If you're on your way back from Elturel, pop in. Let us know how you got on. Maybe if you do find some more of those badges, maybe you could sell one of those. How about that? Is that fair?
Yeah, if we find any more badges and we want to sell them, then we definitely know where to come.
Okay. Well, I'd like to give you this. As he opens this little chest, there's a velvet kind of bit of silk, and a big gem in the middle of it. And he says, "Oh, here's I would like to give this to you." The silly sod who paid for his goods didn't actually know what it is. Here's a nice little item for you. I hope it is useful for you. This is it's a gem of brightness.
Mm.
Only it would focus. But there you go. You see.
Not a gem of focusing.
I put it right in front of your nose. Then you can see it. There's a gem of brightness, and you can find that on D&D Beyond as well. So, and please take that with our wishes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Oh no. Honestly, the thanks is all ours. Do you need to? Are you going to rush straight off? Are you staying for another day? Are you seeing some sights? We don't really have many sights, but we have some, some good shops that could help you.
We might look round the shops, I guess. All of our equipment was stolen on the road. We had a nasty encounter with some cave trolls.
Joseph, we've got so many stories to catch up. I mean, please do stay for another day. We'll get you anything you need. Anything. We've got all the basics here. We'll just charge it to the village. It's perfectly fine.
Well, if you
If you want anything specific, we have some shops. If I'm not going to stop you window shopping by any means, but if you need a new sword or a new shield, yeah, we've got some.
It's starting to feel dodgy now.
what was your name again?
Adil.
I'm Dill, yes.
I'm gonna have a look in the magic shop if we've got time.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to trundle to the magic shop?
Magic shop, blacksmiths, bow.
Yeah, we'll go have a look.
Yeah. So the blacksmith has all the basic equipment that you need to do stuff. If there's anything you'd like to do or buy, he has a range of items. And
plate mail.
it's just, let me see what I've got out back here. I'll tell you what. You can have the plate mail, but you're gonna have to leave a down payment or something. I can't just let it go. I mean, I know the village is gonna pick it up, but if there's anything you can do.
Give him that nice curly dagger you found.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a bit ornate, wasn't it? I don't think it had any gems in it or anything, but it was ornate.
It was very well crafted.
Plate. Oh, I mean, it's £1.5 grand. I guess, can't just let that one go, can I?
No, but I can give you this breastplate. It's seen good use. It's taken care of.
So that's 400.
Yeah, so I'll give you the breastplate for the plate mail, and I'll give you this ornate dagger that we pulled from the chest of a summoned demon. So yeah.
You see now you're talking. Yes. Right. So here we go. So this is an item from one of your conquests, is it?
Yeah. This is like what's the word I'm looking for? Not paraphernalia.
Collectible.
It's got character.
Yeah.
We'll sign it as well.
Yeah, we will.
It'd be worth extra then.
Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, you sign it. I've got this perfect case. I'll put it right above the door, and you can have the plate mail. Fantastic.
Right, sorted. I'm a happy person.
Would I be able to get more armour as well, or would it cause me problems because I'm a halfling?
No, I do stuff in small sizes. That's perfectly fine.
Oh, cool.
It would cost you half the amount of normal plate armor.
Very much doubt that.
What have you got to trade?
Well, got this this leather armour that I'm wearing.
So
not really sure what you'd be. Well, yes, because I own it at the moment. I'm not really sure what else I've got you'd be interested in, really. How much would it cost if I was to buy it? I'm thinking more than I've.
What are you after?
Just half plate, I think.
So half plate. You're looking at 750.
I've not got that.
I can see you've not got that. But if you happen to have one of those signed daggers, the only thing better than one dagger is two.
No, I haven't. I don't think I picked up anything like that. That I mentioned at the time.
There's always the hardware store next door.
Can I offer to? Because I've got proficiency in smith's tools. Can I offer to come back at a later point in time and provide a day's work in exchange for said armour?
You know what? Normally I don't, but because you're, one of these hero types, I'm tempted to say yes. The problem is, you're going to have to stay a couple of days here just to show me what you can do.
Okay. I mean, we're kind of on a tight timeline, I think.
We are.
Yeah. Shame that, yeah. That's what they all say, yeah. Which is why I ask them to stick around for a while, you see. Show what you can do. Otherwise, most of them, they, give it all the jibber jabber and, yeah. Not interested.
Quit your jibber jabber.
Quit your jibber jabber. Anything else?
Is there a?
I'm good, and I'm happy to kick in money to anyone else.
Yeah, I'll chuck in 50 gold pieces if people need money.
Yeah, I want to see what's at the magic shop before I stop throwing money away.
Okay. You go to the magic shop next door.
Away, but...
What kind of items are you looking for?
What have they got on offer?
Depends how much gold you've got to spend. Are you after combat items,
Well,
consumables, non-combat items, summoning items?
Haven't got a lot of money to spend, but I do have a genuine arrow that slayed an interdimensional beast.
Wow. Really?
In our last adventure, yep. And
I'll
I'll show him the arrow that...
We can stick it above the door.
Yep. I'll be happy to sign that. You've got a quill?
Oh, I do. There you go. There's a blue one.
Sign the arrow. Gildor, interdimensional beastie slayer. And date it, whatever the date was that we did that.
Yep.
So how much do you think that's worth then?
Oh well, definitely to the right person. That one will sell, I'm sure. It's not about selling. It's about get one over on everyone else.
Would you be willing to trade it for something like a magical longbow?
Oh, let me see what we got in inventory.
Long sword, long breeches, long boat.
We've got an oath bow in stock, but I don't think it's probably out of your price range.
Well, yeah, it's probably worth more than a signed collectible arrow, isn't it?
The trouble is those types of magical items, it's 1,000 gold pieces, so you need to cough up a little bit more. The arrow is fantastic, but it's still, a magic longbow is still 1,000.
What about the bow that fired it as well?
Ooh, I mean, you could have a whole set.
Does anyone else think this is dodgy?
Well, if you
are we still trapped inside the helmet?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
if you sign it, and I'll have the set, then yeah, go on. You can have this, and from under the counter, plain magical bow.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good to me. I'll sign both the arrow and the bow. I'll even put your name on it if you want. Like, sign it to Magical Shop Owner Man.
Oh, even better. Thank you very much.
So I'll do that.
Cool.
So what's the thing?
It's a longbow +1.
Pole.
Yes.
Have you got that ring? That ring of jumping?
Yes, I have got that ring of jumping, yeah.
You got them, you got that dagger that you stabbed that dog with?
Yes.
Mind if I borrow them for 2 minutes?
Yeah, that's fine by me. I'll hand them over.
I think I might have just bear with me.
Dave,
Stand there and look impressive.
Dave, is there also a non-magical weapon shop?
It would be the blacksmith.
Yeah, while they're doing whatever they're going to do, I'll go back to the blacksmith and I'll just purchase a normal longbow.
Okay. Yep. If you check the prices in the PHB.
Yeah, I'll do it in the equipment thing
Yep.
and see what it's worth, and then scrub it off.
Yep.
My dear friend, you of course, obviously, our deeds have reached far ahead of us. You know, like the shadow. And
Oh, you are literally the talk of the town. We were a town, but we're not. We're a village.
like the long shadow on an summer evening. You know, we our reach is far. So you've obviously heard about our deeds, and you know, my small friend here, she doesn't like to blow her own trumpet, but I feel I need to share the story. So, did you happen to have any protection magic? Did I hear you say protection magic? You stocked.
Well, we got combat items. We got non-combat items. We've got summoning items. Yeah, it's basically what kind of protection do you need?
Well, you know, she's quite small, and you know, when she's cornered, and occasionally this does happen. You know, people will get past me, and unfortunately, she'll get attacked, and sometimes she you know, she takes a bit of a hit. So what she gives out in damage and control on the battlefield with this arcane magic that I don't really understand. You know, she's not got, you know, the physical presence like I have. So, you know, feel like we need to get some sort of non-combat protective sort of magic that would kick in if I'm not right there. To be her shield while she does her thing and slays the many enemies, because let me tell you that this ring here and this dagger, she took down a hellhound the size of a cart horse. It was amazing. This storm was brewing on this hill. These three men here, stones, this cultist, and they'd slayed this poor man who'd been, you know, kidnapped from the road. This multi-tentacle beast came down from this portal and possessed all the cultists and their mastiffs and turned them into these great slathering beasts. And my friend Polwyn, well, she has a mastiff herself that she rides around on, and her poor mastiff took this mortal wound from this giant dog beast, and she became inflamed, and with this ring of jumping, she leapt bodily 20 feet across the battlefield and slammed this here dagger straight into the side of the beast's neck, and before you knew it, it had fallen dead to the floor and bled out its life. And then because that was the last of these summoned beasts on the battlefield, the portal closed, and she prevented this demonic entity from descending upon Triel and laying waste. So, you know, my friend here, the mighty pole, small in stature, but, you know, mighty in inner power, she basically saved your entire village from certain destruction. You know, so this ring and this dagger has effectively saved the town. You know, would you see some way fit of maybe trading these two items for some protective magic that would keep her safe and secure in the future?
Yeah. So what are you offering? You got a ring of jumping and what?
And a dagger, a plain dagger, but it's a beast slayer. It slayed this hellhound, this hellhound the size of a barn.
Well, I'll tell you what I've got is and he brings out a box of rings. I'll okay, yeah, I'll take that one, and with the dagger, and I'll replace it with this one. That's a ring of protection.
Oh yes. I mean, thank you.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Polwyn, Slayer of Demons.
Fantastic. Demon dogs.
We're definitely in
is
an alternate reality now.
Yeah, something's going on.
That is in D&D Beyond is a ring of protection.
Ring of. Okay.
Unless this entire village has had its bullshit detector wiped out, and like they're all under some sort of charm spell.
This is what's it? The invention of lying, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like maybe we've slipped into a dimension where we're the only people who can tell fibs and get away with it.
So, what would you like to do now?
Not rip anybody else off because I feel really guilty.
Yeah, he's going to come and bite us in the ass eventually.
I couldn't try. I couldn't not try that just for the experimental purposes.
That's good. Could I? Is it possible? Can I get a sword from the blacksmiths? Would they have a sword?
Yep.
I've got
So,
a short sword you can have.
sword.
Have you? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got two, so you can have one of them.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Because it sounds so dodgy. That's the reason I went and bought a normal longbow as well, just in case.
Probably worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The longbow was 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you want to buy an extra short sword?
Who, me?
Anyone? 10 gold pieces for a short sword.
Going once, going twice.
Could I fight with two at the same time?
You can fight with two short
Or
swords
can
or
I?
a dagger and a short sword.
If I can use two-handed fighting, does that mean that I can get a shield as well? Because I don't think I've got a shield at the moment, and that might.
No.
You can't use a shield because
I can't use shield.
You're not proficient in armour.
That's fine. But I could fight with two short swords at the same time.
You can if you want my second short sword. That is no problem because I also have a scimitar. So I've got weapons.
You didn't
for
realise how
occasions.
many weapons were sticking out of Lupo's back.
You must sound like the
Everyone's
Tin
like, I'm
Man as you're
looking
walking along.
for.
Clank,
Well,
clank.
you've got one.
Can
He just
I
goes,
ask,
right, battle axe, longsword.
in the magic shop, can I ask if they got any potions of healing?
Yes, they do.
That's
50
a very
gold
good
pieces.
idea.
Yeah, that is a good
50.
idea. Yeah, I'll have one of them.
Could I
as
get
well.
gold
one,
pieces.
please?
I mean, how many? How much has everyone got? If we've all got 50
I've got one potion of healing
already, or
at the moment. Yes.
okay.
So I'll get another one.
I
Well,
didn't have one
my-
at all, so I've just bought one.
My thought process was trying to get like a bulk discount if we bought a couple.
Like you thinking.
Forget the discounts. You've done enough. It's 50 gold pieces each potion.
Not like buy two get one
Look,
free.
mate, we're heroes of the realm. But can you knock a few quid off of that? We've just survived an interdimensional earthquake thingy over there. We've got some two-headed troll was chasing us the other day.
Yeah.
We put his helmet on, went to a virtual reality. It was really weird. But can you just knock an extra 3 quid off that? And I'll have it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We
buy
should
a
kick the
potion.
tires as well. It's any good, mate. You know.
Right. Potions or is that a greater potion of healing?
Now it's a potion of poisoning.
Cool.
As you're drinking, it's a label's coming up. What?
Don't
Potion
know
of
how much puts my life.
Right. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm all right, thank you.
Right. It has gone 11 o'clock. So rather than continue, we shall wrap up there.
Quick question though. On D&D Beyond, I've only got potion of healing greater, superior, or supreme.
Don't choose magical. Just do potion
Common.
of healing.
Yeah, it
common.
when I click on common, it says no results. I put in the word healing.
Go to try potion and just put healing. It is in there, but it's not listed when you search for it.
Okay.
I've had that a few times.
Yeah, if
Right.
you type in potion, it's the
Yeah.
second one on the list.
Yeah, it's
See, I
black
clicked
writing.
I clicked on filter by type potion.
Oh no, yeah, I don't seem to work.
Okay.
Or I just leave it nothing.
Yeah, if
nothing
you
listed.
select potion, it literally makes it disappear. That's weird.
Yeah.
So,
That's why I couldn't find it.
a couple of things I'm aware of.
Oh,
that
it comes
didn't
under
happen.
other gear.
Uh,
So we didn't get to the second part of the story, so we'll do that next episode. So here's the stuff. We did not have a break. We kept on playing, but we did not put a winner for the £10 gift
No, but
voucher.
could we not do that now?
We can
'Cause
do that
didn't
now.
have a break?
Yeah,
So
it
we're
means
gonna
it means I have to
Can
watch
you-
it all the
can we
way
do
to
it
the
now
end.
and
to find
edit
out.
it back in?
We don't
We
do
pretend to go on-
editing. This is it. Free running.
Yeah.
Do you not watch our episodes back?
This
Do
is-
you
Yeah.
not watch
Course
the
do,
other
course do.
other games going on?
You mean
we only do one take? This is it. I mean, this is
it.
This is like Hollywood Oscar material. Yeah.
So, Jeff, you can roll
What shall I roll?
D100, please.
D100, and it's come
Oh,
up as 71.
71. Hold on.
I'm
Make sure I got it right.
coming.
We got, once I've combined them all, we've actually got quite oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, Ed, bleep sake. 71, yes?
Yeah, 71. 71.
I know who this is. Okay, so I'm going to say the name and you'll go, ooh! And then I'm going to say the other name and you go, oh. So
Huh?
the winner is,
Hey?
the winner is Noel Fielding.
Hey!
And Joe knows what I'm talking about. So you go, Noel Fielding. Everyone's like, oh, really? From Bake Off and everything else. You're like, oh, really? And then we say, no, because it's Joe.
Ah!
Joe's YouTube name.
Oh no, sorry, it was meant to be. Oh.
It's Noel Fielding.
That's
So
very
everyone was
Warhammer.
like, really? Where's Bake Off? We've watched the Badgers.
Mighty
Oh, why are you
Bush.
pretending to be Noel Fielding?
It's a long story that involves me trolling people.
Oh
So
God!
now, when we post this video, you can all social share and say, Noel Fielding won our competition.
Watch
It's
till the
spelled-
end.
Yeah, it's
watch
spelled
it through,
incorrectly though
yeah.
because I made it whilst I was drunk, so it's spelled incorrectly.
So well done, Joe.
Well done,
Yeah.
Joe.
You have won
Oh.
a £10 gift voucher for Ed's Gaming Emporium.
Sweet.
Plus, it stacks with your Badgers discount.
It does. Yeah.
And
I already know what I'm
if you
going to
buy
spend it on.
Oh, you're going for the new Warhammer?
Yeah.
The RPG or the new stuff?
No, it's the new rulebook.
The new rulebook. And then you've got if it's a pre-order, you automatically get a £5 off as well.
Oh, really?
So that's so with a voucher,
That's
that's £15
5%.
plus an extra 10% off.
Nice.
It's very, very good.
Cool.
So I'll talk to
Thank you,
Ed.
Ed.
Yeah, thank you, Ed. I'll send him the details tomorrow. Send me your email address. We'll do it tomorrow at some point over the weekend. It's Friday night now. It's nearly 11:20.
Ooh.
We're going to wrap up there.
Did we level, Dave? No?
No.
No?
You didn't get to part 2 of the story.
Bugger.
No. I told you this is a low-level mini campaign. This is about pain, not gain.
Pain.
Now, also, here's the next question for you guys before we wrap up. The other fortnightly campaign that Steve runs, the Eberron campaign, has wrapped up, and we're taking a little break from that before it starts again, because we haven't finished the road yet, and we've missed a couple of sessions. Are you available next Friday? Do you want to
Yeah,
play
I
again?
should be.
I
Should be.
believe so, yes.
If we do the same again, we'll do sort of 9.
Yep.
Yep.
9ish till 12ish.
Yep, I'm free.
That's good for me.
Okay, so we'll book that and we'll get an extra session next week.
Yay!
Yeah,
And
nice.
if you're
I
still
do it
alive,
every
a
week.
session after that as well.
If I go down, I'll go down knowing I'm wearing my plate mail, so that's all that matters.
With a badge of the Hell Raiders.
With Badger Hell Riders, yes.
There you go. So, if you watch this, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to wrap up now. If you'd like to see your products on this channel for us to do. We're hoping by the end of the year to get back to our gaming tables and play in person, because we've got loads of stuff to show off now, and we're really looking forward to it. But we will be doing a new summer campaign. The details will be coming soon. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram. What else are we on? Obviously YouTube and Twitch. So do check us out.
All the socials.
On socials, on the socials. And do check out the descriptions below for discount codes, links to various collaborations, and all kinds of goodies. Until next time, I'll see you again soon.
Cheers,
Bye.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Cheers for watching. Bye.
I'm going to smash some chicken.